Hello and welcome back to Money Mondays. My name is Joel. Thank you so much for coming by. This is where we talk about our life and about our money. Today I would like to talk about myths. Did you know that if you tell a lie long enough, eventually it becomes the truth? In America, folks, we have bought into the idea and concept that debt is good. You've heard me say it before. We believe that debt is dumb.
Debt is dumb.
So let's take a few minutes and look at a couple of these myths that we have been so brainwashed to believe as truth. Myth: if I loan money to a friend or relative, I will be helping them. Truth: you're not helping them at all. If anything, what's going to happen is the relationship's going to be strained. We borrowed money once from a relative, and let me tell you, man, that Thanksgiving dinner sure tastes different when you're eating it with your master. Your relative will be looking at you and the money that you spend and saying, they owe me money. Why are they going out taking a vacation? Don't believe the idea that by giving money to or lending money to a relative is helping them. It's not, guys. It's just going to put a strain on the relationship. Don't do it. Myth: car payments are a way of life. Truth: staying away from car payments and driving reliable used cars is what the typical millionaire does. They hardly ever go buy brand new off-the-lot cars. Of course, there's always the exception. They're responsible with their money, and that's typically how they became a millionaire. Myth: leasing your car is what sophisticated financial people do. Truth: did you know that Consumer Reports suggested that the most expensive way to operate a car is through a lease? Myth: you can get a great deal on a brand new car. Truth: did you know that a new car loses 70% of its value within the first 4 years? This is the biggest purchase that consumers make that goes down in value significantly. Oof. Ouch. Myth: you need a credit card to rent a car or to make purchases online. Truth: a debit card has all of the same benefits as a credit card does. Myth: debt is a tool and should be used to create wealth and prosperity. Truth: debt is not a tool. We've been sold this idea that you need to have debt in order to become wealthy. It's just not the truth, folks. If you lie long enough and loud enough, it eventually becomes the truth. When asked, what is the most important key to building wealth, 75% of the Forbes 400 replied that becoming debt-free and staying debt-free was the #1 key to wealth building. So don't believe the lie that being in debt creates wealth. Why would you want to borrow money to borrow more money? Did you know that the total American consumer debt is like over $2.7 trillion? That's ridiculous. I cannot believe it. The average household credit card debt has increased like 167% in the last 17 years. It's amazing. I cannot believe how many of us have bought into the idea that going into debt is good. With over 1.3 billion credit cards in circulation in America, it's no wonder we are so in debt as a country. If we do not stop and teach our young ones that debt is not good, they are going to be in a world of hurt. So let's take the steps, guys. I want to encourage you to change your ideas about these myths that, you're always going to have a credit card payment. Debt is good. You're going to use it as a tool. Let's change those ideas and let's start moving forward to encourage our young folks to get out of debt, to go to school without a ton of student loans, without any student loans. I mean, for goodness sake, if I had the opportunity to do it again, I would work through college, get tons of scholarships to graduate with no student loan. But unfortunately, I have one student loan left, and that's the only debt that we have. So thanks for taking time and listening to my little rant about myths and about debt. I hope you guys are well. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Make sure to click subscribe up above. Tell your friends. That's it for Money Mondays this week. I will see you next week for another episode of Money Mondays. Thanks for stopping by, and remember,
Debt is dumb.
Alright guys, we'll talk to you later. Bye.